कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Okay, first bit of this program, Cyrus says I'm in Madrid and I'm going to take the first half an hour and then I'll let Abbas and Silverie take over with that crap that they do. But first half an hour is with me because I've got a surprise guest. Can't believe it. Come to Spain and I've met the man himself. What is it? 21 Grand Slams? 22? The unbelievable Rafael Nadal is here with us. He's going to talk to us. So, ladies and gentlemen, presenting on Cyrus says Rafael and me. Oh, 1 second. Just let me talk to the producer. It's in Spanish, so you won't understand.
Not coming.
Apparently, okay. So, folks, beyond my control, Rafael Nadal is caught in some VIP jam and he's not able to make it, stuck in traffic. Sorry about this. We'll try and get him tomorrow, but as of now, he won't make it for now. So, we just have to go to, let me check the names. Abbas and Silverie. Two guys in the podcast left behind. So, if you want to do something else, I totally accept it and understand. Cyrus says.
There's so much defeat.
Oh wow, it was like a time machine because Cyrus said the same things yesterday.
And so I'm Nadal, you're Djokovic then?
Yeah.
Let's just go with it.
But today we are on time. Actually, I'm in studio and on time, and Antariksh was like, "Fuck it, you can't be late if you don't leave the house." You're that meme.
Correct. It worked. I woke up today with 103 fever, man. Like I don't know what is happening with me. This is crazy. So right now, like I'm sweating a lot because I'm just my fever is going down right now.
Let's cut to the chase. How many other people did you give COVID?
So yesterday I went to a show, went to a comedy show after.
Yeah. So Antariksh's best friend has COVID in the comedy.
Oh yeah.
And everybody in the scene is angry at them because
I went to a comedy show after work yesterday. So I imagine I gave if I have COVID, I gave COVID to half the people there.
Bombay comedy scene.
Yeah, it's such a packed room. Like the green rooms are such like codependent. Like
which venue was this?
I'm guessing
J-Spot. I was a J-Spot.
J-Spot. Habitat also is like that.
J-Spot
right?
has a green room.
Yeah, now it has.
Oh fuck.
No, yeah, they're on the side.
Okay.
Cool.
You'd know Abbas if you did some time.
I know that's true.
But the Habitat green room is also such like Balraj will come and bring like one plate of chicken salte or something, and everybody just bounces on that only. And then some of them are like eating off each other's mouths like birds and all. Comedians are very incestuous, and then no wonder we all get COVID and the same infections at the same time.
Yeah. So I have basically spared you guys from getting the same disease is why I'm at home. You're welcome, guys.
Our fourth guest is John Cena, by the way, as you can see. Oh, I can't see.
I'm touching him right now.
Yeah. Sriraam could actually have joined from his phone also for till the time he travels.
No, let's not give him those ideas. He joined from some random gully he's taking a stroll in.
Yeah,
dude,
correct.
One of my friends is having like a bender. Right until now, when I left, she's still posting stories, and her birthday was 2 days ago. So
also a comic,
yeah. And most of the comics were like Sriraam was there. We were all there. Just, and I realized now I can't do the benders I used to. Like my early 20s, crazy times, dude. Like we prided ourselves on like not sleeping all night and waking up in the morning and heading to work.
Yeah.
Like so many times, my friend Aubrey, for example, like we drink all night and then like he would pass out like 7 a.m. with a drink in his hand, wake up at 10 a.m., finish that same drink and like let's go, like coffee it is what. And it was great. Times were great when we were younger, and now I just cannot.
Yeah.
Beyond 1:30, I'm like everything starts hurting, dude. Like last Friday, I went to a gay party, like one of the only gay parties that happened in Bombay. Happy Pride Month was, I guess. And it was also surprising because an LBT party, Gazy organizes them. So like most gay men don't get to enter. And I know them personally, so I get to go inside. But it was great because the energy is all women. It's mostly women, bi women, lesbian women, trans women, and it's fairly a safer space than most gay parties. I went to a Delhi party also last month, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. But like after like some 5 drinks, I was just like, okay, let's go home. Somebody take me home.
Yeah.
I'm done.
5 drinks is also a lot, yeah. Like
5 is also
impressive only.
A good
and all 5 were different. Would you believe it? They had like
you're mixing
rainbow.
also.
Because they had themed gay drinks, They had the unicorn, they had like somewhere over the rainbow or some shit.
Oh, nice.
Jody Garland's pussy, whatever. That kind of stuff.
Yeah. Where do these parties have? Is this at Kitty-Soo? I've heard Kitty-Soo is like
So
a
Kitty-Soo
gay
is
club.
the biggest gay club. Like it's a chain of clubs around. It's a club
Uh-huh.
per se, but then they have drag and they have performers who are from the queer community.
Okay.
Fatty Bao was where this was at. Fatty Bao,
Okay.
Manu Chadra's venue.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So some venues are pretty inclusive. My only
Yeah.
worry is for the waiters because like the management is all like, yeah, rainbow, we are proud, and then the serving people are the ones who have to
Cultural shock.
take a look at all the men making out, right? So I'm always amused because as a comic, I'm just like, how will they react to this? Because like I've grown up gay, so I know the gay energy is too much sometimes for people to handle. It's hilarious. Yeah. So anyways, moving on from my
Gay agenda.
But it's almost over, so I can shut up now. The month. Antariksh, what happened to you? What benders have you had?
Oh man, the last time I don't remember drinking much. I'm not much of a drinker anymore, man. I think those days are just gone. At the most 1 or 2 beers and or like 1 cocktail is the max I can do at any party. For the most part. Yeah, more
That's
than
the
that.
difference, right? Like waking up groggy is not something that's exciting anymore. Like if I do something else, the other kind of inebriants that people can do, you wake up happy in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have a hangover, or that hangover is nothing but dehydration. Like so for so many years, nobody told me that. I was like, alcohol has a specific effect on you. I'm sorry, Abbas, you can't relate to this.
I know. It's
okay. but you're not missing out on much, honestly, because just like if you imagine like the worst tonsils or like fever you had where your body is sucked out of water, that's exactly what hangover is, where you just have to keep rehydrating yourself like a flower. It's just crazy.
But I've heard one of the cures for hangover is bread dipped in water.
Yeah, bread before drinking also is good because carbs absorb the alcohol from your blood. So that's why before and after you can both like have bread a lot.
Like I've heard the way to manage your hangover, like to not get a hangover, is after every drink you have 1 glass of water also. So like 1 drink and then 1 glass of water, and then another drink and then another glass of water is what I heard.
Wow, aren't you the life of the party?
Yeah.
I mean, Shreyas Manohar has asked, should I join from my train berth if Sriraam isn't coming? You know
I
what?
like the
It's actually
fucking dedication. He's still listening to it in his train.
Well, it'll be hilarious if we can see his train berth right now, man. Seeing all the people
and if he gets network in the train berth.
Yeah, send him a link. Let's see if he can.
Only
if the producer approves. No, Sparsh says no. Only the best quality audio on Cyrus.
Producer right now. He looks like an Eskimo, just like out of retirement, just given up on life. Let's do topics, guys, before people accuse us of being Cyrus.
Before Cyrus comes, yes. All right. So the first one is that Anu Kapoor is visiting France right now. And
before you say Anu Kapoor, you should give a disclaimer. So many memories come, man. Like because he's a colorful character. I love him.
Yeah,
but it's like also his name just triggers a happy reaction, which I want to like laugh at.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you know Anu Kapoor's name is actually Anil Kapoor.
Are you serious?
When he, but
of
when
course,
he
there was
started
already
off,
an Anil Kapoor.
There was Anil Kapoor, so he had to change his name. In his explanation, he was like, "Kurbani hamesha chota artist deta hai." So that's why I had to change my name to Anu Kapoor.
You're literally chota artist. He's smaller. He's got no charisma as compared to Anil Kapoor. Like all of that, you know.
Yeah. Did you know Sanjay Khan's name is actually Abbas?
What?
It was Sanjay Khan.
Sanjay Khan, Feroz
Khan's brother, correct.
Sanjay Khan's name.
Zaid Khan's father.
Yeah.
I like how
Feroz
Abbas is
Fardeen Khan is
one
Feroz
second,
Khan's son. What the fuck? You can't.
Sanjay Khan is Zain Khan's
father.
Zaid
Khan
Khan's
from
father.
Mehuna.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And his cousin sister married Hrithik Roshan.
Hrithik Roshan, correct. And divorced also.
Yeah.
I like how Abbas is aware of all other people called Abbas in the world.
Yeah, because I was thinking it's a very rare name, and then Sanjay Khan was like, when I joined the film industry, there were too many Abbases.
Yeah.
And also India pretends to be a secular nation, so I had to.
That's my favorite Abbas.
How many other Abbases? I know only Abbas Mastan. And
Abbas
so there was a writer called K.A. Abbas, and then there were quite a few writers who were named Abbas.
Okay.
So yeah.
Have you ever done any acting work, Abbas, yourself?
I have done an acting role in an upcoming film called Ghumar.
Oh wow! So then Abbas Momin is also in the industry.
Yeah, I played a bartender where I serve Abhishek Bachchan drinks.
Oh yeah, you told us this.
It's
Correct,
coming
correct,
out
correct,
to the
correct.
movie.
It's coming out.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck.
Are
We
you
have
gonna
to
cut
see
your
it
part or
later to
something?
survive
That'd
on
be
it.
very funny.
No, it's okay. They've paid me.
Look
So
at his piece
They
of
paid
shit.
you.
What do you
Okay,
say?
nice.
what did he say?
He's like, are you cutting your
They-
roll out because you're a
they-
Bali?
they cut your role.
Actually,
Very funny.
that's what I was also concerned about. But one of the costume person told me they won't because this is Abhishek Bachchan's entry scene. So unless they reshoot it,
Oh, yeah, that's
which
awesome,
I don't
dude.
think they
Nice.
will.
Yeah,
So yeah,
because Trupti Kamkar, one of her friends,
yeah,
she was in Cobalt Blue. I'm like, oh, should I watch Cobalt Blue
yeah.
twice? Because I got to write a promotional script for Netflix when the movie was coming out. When it didn't come
Yeah,
out,
yeah.
Yeah.
like the movie and like the characters in the movie. So I saw the pre-release cut, like where they have like
Okay.
where they don't even have
Hmm.
on the phone, they don't even have what they're looking at.
Right.
It's a green screen, on TV there's a green screen, and
The
then
pre-VFX
yeah,
cut. Huh?
yeah. So I was like
Yeah.
watching that,
Hmm.
and then cut to 2 months later when the movie was finally
Hmm,
let
hmm,
go,
hmm.
and then what a disappointment.
Yeah, I
right?
was
Like,
about to ask
yeah.
you, did you like the film?
Personally, yes. Knowing Kundalkar also, his writing and
Right.
his film style, and
Because
yes,
I really like the book. I
Yeah.
really like Ayya that he made.
Ayya is also
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Shwas, no, not the Shwas. One even won for national award, like the one with the girl taking, like Ayya is based off of another Marathi movie
Okay.
where his girl smells everything and can tell people's personalities and shit like that.
Okay.
But what?
No, Antariksh said okay.
Okay, shit. Sound like somebody attacking from behind. That's not common. But no. But the only problem that happened is, it got compared to Call Me by Your Name so much,
Right.
and it's a tragedy
Hmm.
because the book came out way before the other movie had come out, right?
Yeah.
But then there's like the orange scene, and then there's the
Yeah,
beach
yeah,
scene,
yeah,
like
yeah.
a guest has come to stay over at your house. It's just a coincidence, it's
Similarities,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
young boy, all of that.
But you saw the pre-VFX cut and then you actually did see the version that came out on Netflix?
Yeah.
And it was quite different?
No, it's the same except like there's no turtle. We don't get to see the
Okay.
turtle anyways,
Okay,
right? There's like
okay.
a
Right,
whatever.
right.
The water pond is makeshifty, so you get to see all the bare bones of the set. But it's good.
I also thought it visually looked very good and it had promise, but
Yeah.
didn't live up
And
to
then
it.
Trupti was supposed to be in the movie and
But
she was
she's
not there. They cut her out. Paisa mil gaya, it's okay.
It's okay.
Acting ka wo acha baat hai.
Anyway, back to you, Antariksh. Anu Kapoor.
Yes, Anu Kapoor.
Hamisha was very concerned in the comments.
Yes,
Anu
Anu
Kapoor
Kapoor
ka
ko kya hua? He just went to France. That's it.
That's it.
So
For the
Anu
first
Kapoor,
time.
no, he went to France, and so basically he's in France right now, and he posted a video about how he got
So
robbed.
right now
in
it's
France.
Anu Kapoor. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
sure. Okay, so he got robbed in France, and he
Oh,
posted a
fuck.
video about it. And so like they took so he had a Prada bag that he felt he had to mention.
Sure.
So basically, yeah. So he said Prada bag, Prada का bag चोरी करके ले गए. उसमें बहुत सारा franc cash and euros थे. And he said his iPad, his diary, his credit cards also got robbed. Luckily, his passport didn't get robbed. I think it was in his pocket or something, in his own pocket. But this is a very common thing. Have you heard this? Like in Europe, say in countries like Italy
You
and
get
France, and all,
robbed in India only. You don't need to
you
go
get
to
robbed in
France.
India, too. Yes, but
Surprisingly, like
yeah,
people don't understand that like India is not that horrible a country when it comes to mugging and thieving and all. While Western countries,
Yeah.
so many people across different continents have just told me stories.
Hmm.
Even
Yeah,
Australia, when I was there, I was
Kids.
just like, yeah,
Dude,
young
kids will
boys.
come. So this
yeah,
has happened to me
bikes.
where so we were at some chocolate shop, okay, in France only, and
Humble
right
brag.
next to me there was a kid. The right next to me there was an uncle, and like an Indian dude was next to me, and two
Fuck,
kids
someone is
came.
here to mug us. Oh shit.
There's a,
We'll
Oh my
give you
God.
all our money.
there's a
Don't kill
robber-
us.
robber in the
Oh my
house,
God,
guys.
Sriraam is here. So basically,
sorry,
the
continue,
kids,
yeah.
the kids put their feet on the uncle's feet, so the uncle could not move. And one more kid from behind took out his wallet from his pocket right there, and this uncle had tried to move. His feet were like on the ground. Okay, so he tried to move, he couldn't move, and then the kids just ran away. And they're like little kids, dude. They go a mile a minute. So
I watched
okay.
Hostel and never want to go to Europe anymore. Like that movie was enough.
Dude,
Have you
yeah,
seen Hostel?
like,
Same thing
of
happened. The
course.
kids only
Yes.
they take your stuff and then they play football with your head. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Sriram.
Hi.
We heard you partied hard last night.
Last to
I
last
did.
night.
I mean, I had 3 Enos, man. It was rough.
Or was it Uno?
Yeah, and like they were I'm like, come to yacht tomorrow. We're having
Yeah,
a
that's what he
bender.
said.
I'm like, are you purposely going to have a bender knowing that you're going to destroy your body and soul at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't tell me you're one of those idiots who takes
We've
care
already
of themselves.
Cribbed
Naveen.
about how
We
in our
spoke about that.
30s
If you were here on time, you'd be a part of that conversation.
Hey man, it's IVM tradition to not be on time. All right?
Yeah, it's just normal. It's expected
Sriram,
now.
your hair is different today than it was yesterday.
It's a new wig, no?
Oh,
That's
okay.
it.
Makes
Okay,
sense.
nice. Okay.
Glad we resolved that, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So have you
alright.
guys, any of you ever been mugged or like had something stolen, like a wallet or phone? I've
Not
had my
yet.
phone stolen.
I heard a lot of stories when I was in Bangalore, and I was like someone in the next gully where I used to stay or got mugged on knife point. But I believe
What?
since then Bangalore has also improved a little bit. On
Maybe
that
it was
front.
you, Abbas.
No, yeah.
I've told my story of my wallet being robbed. In
Oh,
the
we are
train.
talking about the Pakistani lady, the Islamabad lady.
No, we're talking about Anu Kapoor.
What the fuck? Dude? So dumb charade for topics. It's like, come on, are we talking about that topic that I did not read properly?
Yeah.
But now what
Uh,
happened to this Pakistani lady?
There was a lady in Islamabad who had her laptop
A
and
bag.
Kindle stolen.
Oh, Islamabad is
Yeah.
expected.
Yeah.
France not so
France,
much,
not
which
so
is
much.
where Anu Kapoor
Wow.
went.
Where
Anu
Macron
Kapoor went
is.
to France and got
Wow,
stuff
Abbas,
stolen.
Got his
racist much.
Prada bag stolen. Arey,
Yeah.
what's racist?
Yeah.
India, Pakistan, same only.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
Icelandic bag.
I once.
Oddly,
I once
that's what BJP also says. Somebody's falling back in line, guys.
So I
Yeah,
once
but-
had my phone stolen. It basically stolen out of my pocket. So I was like running
In
behind a
France?
bus. No, in India, in Bombay
Oh
only.
damn,
This
you were in
happened.
India. Shit.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
running behind a
Uh,
bus.
Running behind a bus with his
I was
car.
running behind a
Just-
bus with like
Antik, just
4,
stop.
5, 6 other
Antik,
people.
just ask your parents to stop driving it. No,
Honk, honk.
Yeah.
Then,
So while running, I could feel someone slip their hand in my pocket and take my phone out. It was one of those loose pockets.
How
Take my
fast
phone
was
out, and immediately, dude, the
Dude,
thing
you
is,
were
these
running
guys
and you were
are-
running
these guys are really
parallel
good.
to you. And they
No,
had to
no.
slip their hands
I was
in at
running
the
in like
same-
a jhund. I was running in a jhund of like 8 to 10 people. Okay. So one of them did this, and then like literally he did it while I was getting onto the bus. Okay.
This is the opening of
And
Circle of
once I
Life
got
for
on, I
Bombay.
was like, I like started shouting, making a scene and all, and
Uh.
checked like 2 of the people's pockets and all, and then they almost fought with me also. Okay, like, "Arey, humne nahi kiya, how can you say this?" and all, you know.
Yeah,
And
चेहरे पे तोड़ लिखा है
I
क्या?
just never got back.
okay.
And had to go to the police station right there to file an FIR, but I never got it back. I
That
just,
must be an awkward moment where everyone's a suspect. And like, tumhara pocket
Yeah.
dikhao, tumhara pocket dikhao,
Exactly,
you know,
dude. Like 8 to 10 people, like I can't. And it's also possible that the person never actually climbed the bus finally. You know, he just got the phone out of my
Yeah.
pocket and then stayed
Yeah.
out.
because
So,
with the
anyway.
phone he can finally call for an Uber, right? So,
And
Yes,
even like,
he-
Find
yeah.
My iPhone is not
Back
the
in the day,
smartest thing.
yeah.
People act like it's the best. But this one
No,
guy
no.
on Twitter was posting about how his friend's thing got stolen in Bangalore, like his latest iPhone. Find My
Yeah.
iPhone was on. And there's an entire Twitter thread, okay? And I went investing my time, on Twitter, like, oh, this guy
Yeah.
through Find My
What
iPhone must have
happened?
found it. So now for the past few weeks, he's just been posting about how they see the location of the phone. They reach there, the guy's gone. It's just
Oh,
that. It's a
wow.
bunch of just map location where it's like he was here and then he was not here because we reached half an hour late. So just running around with the cops, these idiots trying to catch the phone. And I'm like, there's no end to the story because the thief is smarter than you. He's
Yeah.
outsmarting you every day. And he's a thief for a reason.
he's finding iPhones every day.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
You just what's your? Oh, I got my phone stolen as well once, but
Oh, yeah?
so I got into a train. I think it was Lower Parel. I had to get off at Parla, and it was those crowded like Virar, but slow train, right?
Mm.
So I got in, and massive crowd somehow got in, and then there was like people around me, and one of them, and I was struggling to like from you have to get off on the side where the train stops, right? So on the
Yeah.
platform
Yeah.
side. So I'm trying to wiggle my way through from like where I got in to go where I have to get out.
Yeah.
And then people around, and I can barely manage. And people around like, "Kahan jana hai aapko?" And like Parla. And then like, "Arey yaar, ye to nahi ho payega. Aapne bahut badi galti kar di."
Huh.
Foreboding, guys.
Yeah, that is like you say
Yeah.
every time. Like,
Yeah.
in a Virar fast, you want to get down an Andheri. Oh, fuck
Right,
you.
fuck
But
off,
then
huh?
Naveen, the good thing is this time it was a thief who told me that. You know? So I got down and suddenly I checked my pants and it's like, where
Yeah.
the fuck is my phone? And then it dawned on me that it's been stolen. And I had appreciation for the thief
Yeah.
because I don't
Yeah.
mind you stealing stuff. but at least give me a hi,
Info,
hello.
Yeah, small
You
talk
know,
is
small
good.
talk my way.
Yeah.
क्या काम करते हो? मैं like, अभी काम नहीं कर रहा sir, तो phone मत चोरी करना. I told him that, you know, but
Yeah.
eventually I got it was the Motorola feature phone. But ever since then, have you guys done corrective measures? Like always keep your wallet in your front pocket.
No, keep it in the bag and then put the bag on your.
Yeah,
That of
so,
course is
so
the case.
a lot of
Bag
my
on
friends have
front.
gone through this throughout college. They would just do this, like become Ninja Turtles, but ulta,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
bags are
Yeah.
But
I have,
my only technique is to put headphones on wherever you're going inside the train.
Mhm.
Because if your music disconnects, the first hint is that something's wrong.
Mm.
Because they won't take the headphones from your ears and yank you with it, right? They'll take the phone.
but they will. They've done
But
this also.
not if you have
That has also
Bluetooth
happened.
earphones.
That's the mistake. Technology will ruin your lives, people.
That's
Don't
the
use
thing.
Bluetooth, okay?
But Naveen, I like that. Get Bluetooth headphones, but with a very small range, like
yeah.
like 2 feet.
Like
That's it.
Anirban had this
So-
joke now where his phone got stolen and the thief is now changing the songs.
Oh wow.
For him.
So I just saw a video of like on Instagram or something of this dude standing at the door of the train, wearing earphones and or listening to music or whatever. Okay,
Oh,
and
I've seen that one. where
they're
they
crossing
do
the
this.
bridge. It's crossing
Yeah.
a bridge. Okay, and on the bridge, on the sides of the bridge, there is some dude standing who literally snatches the earphones from his hand and gets the phone and all also. And the train just keeps on moving. So he has no.
These
This guy has
guys
no
who
way of.
dangle by the door are the
getting his
idiots, and they deserve this. Like they are the reason most of the problems happen in the trains. By the way, they act
Yeah.
like gatekeepers. Literally, if for example, like they have like so there's I don't know if you know the train hierarchy. Like inside are the people who just want to go and sleep and get off their last stop. So it'll be a Virar person from
Yeah.
Churchgate. Okay. In the
Yeah.
middle are these assholes who are like mera gang, mera dabba ye middle wala gate mera hai, yahan pe koi nahi aayega. And they'll literally hit people who want to get on and shit like that. Okay. So if for those people something bad happens, they deserve it, literally like one of these guys once was showing off, like they're all like, oh look how far I can go, and I used to go to
Yeah.
Andheri, like I used to come to IVM only, I remember. So I changed train from Andheri, so I would catch an Andheri slow, okay. And this one same like gang people, they've not let people get out in Borivali. They're so proud because it's empty
Yeah.
inside, okay.
Yeah.
It's empty
Yeah.
inside where I'm standing, and they're just being assholes to people randomly. They serve maro in loco Borivali maro, and then this one guy was doing this. He was dangling by the last
Right.
handlebar, right? And suddenly something on the side hit him, like a patra hit him fully, okay, and his hand slipped, and none of his friends noticed because they're too busy. And my hand, like instinctively, I just hold on to him,
Yeah.
and I just pull him, and everybody gets him inside, and there's like an entire triangle mark shape on his hand because of the
damn.
patra that hit him.
That's
Oh,
the
God.
official gang
Yeah.
initiation.
Yeah, now then like tu मौत से जुड़ के वापस आया है, like,
That's his Gulam train run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
Gulam
his-
train run, yeah.
it's very hierarchical in the
Yeah.
trains, and yeah.
But did they let you get in after that because you saved the
He
day?
was already
yeah, I was
inside.
already inside.
You were part of the gang. No,
saved
you,
the guy's life.
Naveen, gang leader, you.
Listen, people from Binder own the train lines. Okay, I don't know if you'll know this. It's crazy. Like even like when I was to do a night shift, I would go back in the morning from Dadar to 7 a.m. I would reach Binder, right? And then first time when I went in the morning, the people were like, "Don't go near the entrance when the train stops at Binder. Come piche."
Mm.
And I'm like, "Why? Just stop. I have to get on at the stop."
Mm.
They're like, "Nope." And I realized
Yeah,
why,
they
because
for
when the train
little
arrives at
enter,
Binder
yeah,
for the
they first
local,
get in.
people start pouncing in like
Yeah.
Super Mario, right? They're just like jumping in and like, and if you're in the way, then you're dead. And this happens sometimes where like some poor person from like villages come in and they're like, okay, Dadar se udhar ke Binder, they took a train now,
Mm.
luggage and everything, and now they have caused the cascade effect because people are trying to avoid running onto them. So one person misses the pole, now everybody in the line just falls like a domino effect. I've seen all of this in real time, dude. I don't know how I'm alive. I don't know how I'm alive. Sometimes it's like the lifestyle was crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
Antariksh can't relate. It's like local trains.
He ran behind the
Yeah.
bus though. So
Really,
That's
dude.
true.
but I can
my
relate to that,
solution to
Naveen.
not getting mugged ever again is never using public transport again. I just use my own car.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's what they say, right? A
Yes.
car is basically a bus for one person. So
yeah.
Or 5. I don't know. Okay. So next up is basically CGI designs, like a CGI video of something called a Sky Hotel. Okay, has recently gone viral. Basically, what this is like it's like a cruise ship up in the air that could stay airborne for months on end because it'll be nuclear powered. Okay, so like complete green energy. It'll be nuclear powered. It'll have like facilities like the huge cruises have. Like I imagine like you'll have clubs and multiple restaurants and swimming decks and all that. And so would you
So-
guys be interested in something like this? Would you spend
Are you selling
months?
memberships? Like you sound like you're pimping them.
yeah,
कि देखो हमारा नया प्रॉपर्टी आ रहा है, यहाँ पे न्यूक्लियर पावर
हाँ,
होने वाला है,
लोगे क्या?
तुमको चाहिए क्या मेंबरशिप?
Correct.
I would sign up for something like this rather than the Mars missions. Like sign up now so that we go to
Yeah.
another planet.
Dude, in our
Like,
lifetime, we
I'd
can't
rather
afford
chill.
space.
I'd rather chill in the sky with other rich
Yeah.
people.
Another? Like,
And I'm assuming if you
how
can
many are you
afford
doing on a weekly basis, Abbas, for that?
I want to
other
take-
rich people,
That's
I
for
said.
rich people.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
take some girl called Lucy and some diamonds with me.
Is this a
That would be
blueprint
great,
for
yeah.
something or just like a artist
So-
interpretation?
It's just one of
So
those.
right now,
I feel
designers, So right now,
Yeah.
it's like I think it's a very early stage concept that these designers have basically put together, and I think they will try to get funding, but who knows if it actually comes to fruition, and who knows if it actually works also,
I mean,
It'll
Yeah.
be like Cloud City from
Yeah.
Empire Strikes
Yeah.
Back.
Or even
Yeah.
like Elysium.
Yeah, or Elysium.
You've seen Elysium?
Oh, that Matt Damon movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
Where the
It's
poor
alright.
people live on the ground and then
Yeah.
it's also like Alita Battle Angel. Now that I
Yeah.
think about
Yeah.
so many comparisons.
Lot
it's
of
also a
movies.
bit like Tarzan the Wonder Car.
No,
Also,
But-
like this is like from Marvel. This is like those shield cruisers, like it could also be that one of those.
only thing is they are working in the sky. This is like chill.
Yeah.
It's a cruise.
Yeah, but
I-
waiters and all will be working in the sky, so that's same for them.
No, Antariksh, careful. They are called
Sorry.
stewardesses there. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I think
don't-
that's
Imagine
also
a gay
wrong.
party
I
in
think
the
it's called,
sky.
Wasn't there a
Wait stuff.
a show starring this guy? What's his name? The guy who was Doctor House. Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie had
Yeah.
a show which was kind of similar, right? Where they have a fancy space cruise.
No, that was based off of that joke that Donald Trump said. We will have a space force karke.
Oh,
And then
Oh,
they made a show
yeah,
about
yeah,
it,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
that
Hugh
was
Laurie
a
is not in
Steve
that.
Carell show.
It's
Hugh
Steve
Laurie-
Carell, yeah,
I thought Steve
and not a
Carell- I
great
thought-
show also.
I'll
Not
look
that
this
great
up.
show.
bad. Space Force
Yeah.
was a
Yeah, guys, please fact
Yeah.
check
which
your
is
stuff.
the
Yeah.
Hugh Laurie one, correct?
Yeah, but
Hugh Laurie
there
is
was also
House
this-
MD, guys. You're talking about House MD, the space show.
That's right. I've seen him in that
Avenue
costume.
5 was
Avenue
the show.
5, correct,
Yeah.
correct. I confused both.
Okay.
Not very
But-
good. Only 67% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But
So cancel Space Sky Cruise.
Yeah.
it was like one of those high concept stuff, like back in the day where you'd see all these like modified cars which would have like a whole skyscraper inside or whatever the fuck they would do. It's just one of those which will never come to fruition.
Mm.
There are now this is
I
my
know,
problem with the
man.
news. There's a section of news which is like, hey, conceptually this is great, or like
Yeah, today is fucked, but
yeah,
tomorrow we might
yeah,
not be.
like hey,
Hmm.
like by now I'm sick and tired of how many times a cancer cure has been tested in a lab. Like there's been like, oh, it stopped cancer in rats, it stopped cancer in hamsters. Like except for us, everyone else is
it's all
getting
the,
cured.
when
And-
the conspiracy theorists are like, bro, they have cure for AIDS, cancer, everything.
yeah.
Just not letting it out because then
Exactly.
human population will explode and all of that.
So it's just there's a whole section of the news now. I think that's a beat that someone has to cover on a daily basis,
Yeah.
where they have to go through this sort of highly futuristic things. I don't mind that, but they give us false hope, and I don't like that.
And it should be more problem solving that is pertaining to today, right? Like a sky empire doesn't excite me as much as having every kid getting education or food or water, at least basically, but there's no
Wow,
provision
so
for that.
selfless.
What party are you joining?
Naveen,
Yeah, what is-
Naveen, I felt that as well. Until,
Blowjob party.
oh, wow. I felt that as well, but then I have experienced life in a cruise, and it's fucking great. All right,
Do you go to perform?
I got to
He
perform
did,
it.
yeah. I
Oh,
remember.
damn.
But
And
have you guys been on cruises?
How was the
otherwise?
experience?
The
Yeah.
experience was good for me, but then the audiences, they couldn't jump any.
And
Was that your opening
Uh,
joke?
it's the worst awkward thing because you perform bad over there and then you have to be with them.
With
in-
them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're stuck with them for
Yeah.
like that actually happened, in one show I bombed, and then we are meeting each other at the dinner area, and yeah, like, oh, you want some salad? I'm trying to overcompensate for my bad comedy with good, like,
What's the deal with salads,
yeah.
right?
no, I'm literally serving them like, hey, I didn't do well with my comedy. Let me help you out with some hospitality instead. Like,
Yeah.
And they're like, no, we don't want. We've seen how bad your comedy is. We don't want to fuck up the salad.
Imagine like the ship is going down and Sriram is the comic act like the musicians from Titanic.
From Titanic,
And he
yeah.
has to
Yeah,
stay the last
Say-
punchline
say
he has
that.
to keep going on.
Yeah.
Three
Yes,
men
have
walk
you-
into a bar.
Don't
Have
like
you
people
seen
from their
people who
doom
do
and all,
this?
yeah.
No, at that point, I think it's better to do crowd work because
What is an
Yeah.
iceberg? Is he related to Spielberg?
This iceberg is
So
Jewish.
the Impractical Jokers have a cruise apparently
Yeah.
that they do like every
they did
year.
a cruise episode. Yeah.
Yeah, so they do
You
this
know-
like every year where
Yeah.
and they'll have like their comedian friends on. So like Sal Volcano from the Impractical Jokers is also a stand-up comic, right? And he has his own podcast and
Yeah.
all. So like a lot of New York comics will talk about going on these cruises with them, and apparently it's like lavish as hell, okay? Because
it's
Impractical Jokers is
anything
huge.
goes.
Yeah, and also like so then there's like
Is it
there's like
bigger?
sections.
Antariksh,
On
is
the-
Impractical Jokers bigger than the Costa Concordia cruise line? What is the?
I don't know.
Sorry.
I don't know.
Didn't the Costa Concordia sink? Got stuck at the
No,
coast.
oh,
no?
sorry, Carnival Cruise Line. My bad.
Yeah.
Yes, my bad.
See,
My bad.
I know-
sorry.
Wow,
I know.
Navin just out cruised you.
Yes, yes. One cruise information I had.
Sorry. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So anyway, no,
yeah.
I'm just saying like they have different sections for where they will do like their pranks and all. They're like on the ship also. It's like
Yeah.
I think it would be good.
No,
But
but
in
I love
that
Impractical
case,
Jokers,
you
yeah.
walk into the ship knowing you will be pranked, unlike in real life.
I mean, yeah, to some
That's
extent. Like
one of
so,
the
anyone who's
USPs,
coming on that
yeah.
cruise, I imagine, would know the show, right? Yeah, you're right. So I don't know how exactly it
Yeah.
works.
It'll be
And then
weird.
you just everything that happens, you're like, is this a prank? Are you doing a thing?
Yeah.
Remember when
That's right.
India tried to do an Impractical Jokers
Oh yeah,
with some of our
yeah.
friends? Remember that time?
Where it was scripted.
Yeah, Shaukar was there.
So it was Practical Jokers.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's not bitch
Check.
more about
No, but
comedy.
it's insane that like the amount. There's a whole issue around like. I think that's why the first thing when they did the CGI of this thing, they had to mention that hey, it's nuclear powered, guys. So
Yeah.
all your environmental concerns, please put in the
So
back
then they're
burner for
also
now.
giving us hope
Yeah.
that one day the nuclear energy will be used to fly you to the sky.
Power
rather
these
than
things,
blow,
yeah.
blow you
all
up.
of that.
Yeah.
But then there's
Yeah.
a whole issue about how like cruises are environmentally not friendly.
At all.
In fact, like there'd be a whole like announcements that start at least mine were like, hey, we are 100% green and all
Oh
that.
yeah,
It's
Bill
all
Burr has this
bullshit.
bit. No, let's start
What?
drowning cruises.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
the best fucking joke.
great.
Great.
Because the right population is there, like the oldies
yeah,
who have given up on
yeah.
life, just like one by one sing them. That's great. Yeah.
It's insane. Like there was, it's a whole like town. I wouldn't say a hotel. It is actually I should say a hotel. It is an entire like 5-star hotel inside there.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just you and you could literally there was times when you would be in the upper deck, you could see like blue waters, like proper like marine life. And as the cruise goes by, you could see like marine life dying
Dying,
in
like-
front of you.
It's like, shit. And it's
I was,
true.
There's also
Yeah.
I saw this documentary. There's a group of women who do this thing. They run a cruise, and they specifically get women where abortion in states and places where abortion
Oh,
is
so they take
banned.
them offshore.
They
and
take
then-
them on sea where
Oh.
the rules don't apply,
Rules
and they
don't
give
apply,
them
yeah.
abortions, and then
Yeah.
they take them.
And then
That's-
they murder the
yeah.
child out at sea.
That's a good
I mean,
thing.
dolphin food, you know what I'm saying?
That's a nice thing.
Whale
I think
blubber.
I think that way it's good, right? When you go offshore, right, you can do everything. You can gamble, you can get a
Yeah.
Yeah, and
That's
then
what-
if anybody's like, what happened? I gave water birth. You know? It's just like,
Yeah.
Let's go into a break.
All right, let's go.
The video package after the break is amazing, guys. Please stay back for that one.
only for video.
Stick around.
Audio people,
Only for the
go
video.
fuck yourself.
Hey everybody, it's been another great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Pesa Vesa, Anupam talks to Vedant Krishnan along with the co-founders of FamPay, Sambhav Jain and Kush Taneja. They discuss financial preparation for teenagers and how to get them started. On the Filter Coffee podcast, Karthik speaks to Gautam Chintamani, discover his journey as a film historian, documentary filmmaker and political author. On Tere Mere Raste, Keshav explores London City through the famous underground tube. On Say No to Drama, Chetna supplies some fresh New Year reminders to keep in sight and keep in mind. And on Hansvani, hear the story Azrael Ki Pukar. It highlights the gratitude we should have for our parents. Do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. Also, don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. And you can also check us out on YouTube. You can have a list of all of our shows at ivmpodcast.com/YouTube. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, Bank of Baroda and CoinSwitch Kuber.
All right, still here in Spain with the Spanish Inquisition. No, that's a joke. Just the Spanish report from Spain, because I heard the podcast is really boring. Silverie called me up and said Abbas is, asking him to sit on his lap and the things which are not hygienic and correct to do as a host. So I want to stop all that and distract you for a second. More pure entertainment which we have here. On the beaches of Mallorca, say it properly Indian, lots of famous celebrities from Bollywood. We see, I don't know, I have pictures, in fact, just take a look. There's Preeti Zinta, with the double dimples. Priyanka Chopra, always omnipotent everywhere, always present. I don't know if you remember this, Kimi Katkar from the 90s, one of my favorites. Yeah. And I don't know if he's still a big star, but for me, a huge star, Mithun Chakraborty. There on the beaches of Mallorca, dancing, disco station. I heard the lyrics and I cried. Nostalgia immediately. Oh, and Michael Jackson also. Michael Jackson, huge star in the 80s, 90s and early 2000s. Michael Jackson. I went and asked him for an autograph, but something about being overage and just moved on. Anyway, go back to the studio now and enjoy yourself with Silverie and Abbas. Right.
Nice.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
The man is here.
I like how Cyrus kept getting younger and younger in every picture.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Over the course of that video, I've realized that Cyrus is just Sunil Pal with better skincare routine.
Yes, correct. Hey Cyrus, good morning.
Why are the guests failing their exams? Why are they getting repeated every day? I just saw this guy.
Today,
just-
even your rant was repeated, Cyrus.
The rant was repeated.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't realize. Yes.
We didn't back
Didn't
up enough.
realize.
Apparently.
Cyrus,
So
everything.
your explanation is that you don't watch the show in spite of being the producer. So you have no
I
idea.
am not
Yes.
the producer, Sparsh.
Correct.
Cyrus, the thing is, we are recreating yesterday's show today as is. So
But
remember what
today we
you,
were on time, Cyrus.
just
We
remember
had
what
some
you said. So I came late, so I'm playing Abbas today. And
Navin is Ayushi.
Who is the
Ayushi.
I want to give a ship information.
Oh yeah,
I'm
actually.
Ayushi already.
That makes Abbas Antariksh, I guess.
I
by
guess,
swapping.
yeah.
Antariksh,
So
sorry to say, but you're
the
playing me.
thing is
Okay.
that was my Antariksh impression. Thank you
Oh
very
God,
much.
this is
Great.
I'm listening to
So,
you. I mean, I haven't heard a word, but I'm just trying to get the better position. Keep going.
Like most of our listeners.
Yeah, better position. Keynote.
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you want from that? Yeah. All right. Listen, guys. Can I give
Yeah,
you a
Can you
report
put
from?
gel in your hair?
That's right. I every morning copiously oil, gel, baby oil treatment, a massage happens, headstand, carpet rubbing.
Fancy.
Abbas, you won't understand.
Can
Oh,
you let
Kunal
Kunal
does so
take
much
a
for you.
bit- Yeah, let him have a break in this vacation is what we are saying.
Now, can I
Cyrus,
quickly give
do
you?
Yeah.
Say.
Yeah, Cyrus, go ahead.
Cyrus, do you lather stuff in your head? I like people who lather. I think that's a good thing.
You can because you're
That's a
human
good
before.
word also.
You can make it
Lather is a great word. Do you lather,
I
Cyrus?
I'm
I
trying to
love
find
that
a genetic link between Abbas and Sriraam, and I just can't. I just looking at them on screen, it's
Yeah.
just not happening for me. But can I give you my
You're in the
update?
middle. Yeah.
Yes, Cyrus.
I was trying to give you the update for the last 5 minutes, but everyone here
Sorry,
thinks
sorry.
they're a joker, and each joker wants to present their own joke. So 15 minutes go before the update can be presented. You won't believe my nightmares come true. There has been Nakabandi, like I told you, too much police presence everywhere and all this musty going on. But why? This guy called Joseph Biden, who may or may not run USA, he's here.
France?
Oh.
And there's a NATO
Oh,
meeting.
he came
So
to
the
he came to
beginning-
meet you,
There
Cyrus.
is a,
Came
is it
to me,
NATO or a
Yeah.
G7?
Are you going to pee next to him also now?
Or is it
Wait,
G6?
guys, I'm giving you time to make your repartee and I'm enjoying it totally, but I just want to finish my point if you don't mind.
Yeah,
Which
yes.
is it's exactly like Bombay police with better accents. Yesterday they were stopping people. They're pushing people off the road, and they shut one road. One guy came and spoke in Spanish, really in a derogatory way to an elderly citizen who was crossing the road in a red light. And so there's a huge presence, and it happened. Just look at my luck. I'm like a magnet. Wherever I go,
Yeah,
these
wow.
bloody VIPs misbehave. Wherever I go, what is wrong with this Joseph Biden? Now each one can have their repartee. Silverie,
So, Cyrus, have you come across any muggings or something there? Because we were
that's
just
your
talking
joke.
about Anu Kapoor.
I
No,
set you up to that.
we were just
I
talking
gave you the
about.
floor. I backed the hell off. I pulled out to use the phrase from Iraq.
You set him up for this, by the way.
Right,
Yeah.
really. Navin,
As a
Silverie
Navin,
follow-up,
give them tuitions, yeah, before they come on. What is this nonsense?
as a
No, but
follow-up to Antariksh's question,
yes,
Cyrus,
Sriraam, pressure,
is there
pressure.
any Maganlal chikki available there?
Yes.
Yes, there
And
is.
will you
There
give
is.
us
You just
back
go,
some?
and where I am,
That's
you go
that's
straight and right, and all you do is take off your clothes, and the guy will find you. Okay, just
no,
here.
but I
Right.
think the point though, Cyrus, is that irrespective of where you are, I think Nakabandis are the truth. It's just that the people for whom the Nakabandis are happening become more and more important. At
The
least it's
secularism
no
of
longer being
Nakabandi.
stopped. At least it's no longer being stopped for a corporator in Mira Road. It is for
That,
Biden, and
that's
that's
right.
nice.
So the secularism of your point, which began funny and then went wherever it went, that's fine. That's what we are on the podcast. But I would like to come back to Silverie's very interesting, acute observation, which is true. We were warned about muggings and this kind of stuff
Yes.
that after the pandemic, Latin Europe especially has been very aggressive. Like I won't get into racism, but they're saying the people who are not ethnic of the country come here and misbehave, etc. How do I say this correctly, Sriram? We have enough friends in the world anyway as we
I don't
speak.
think you have an
Yeah,
image to look out for.
yeah.
Just say it.
No, listen, exactly. And then so day one, like poor Indian middle class tourists, hiding everything, putting it in a safe and all that. By day three,
Yeah.
I think we became the guys who were robbing. Just walking
Yeah,
around with
yeah.
them.
Sure.
It's
I don't
become
know.
part of the culture.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys ever feel this, but every time you travel outside, Indians come with a bad reputation, right? So you have to compensate for it. So I end up tipping an extra 10%. Just so that, hey guys, I'm not one of them, all right. In fact, I am
You'll
Sri
have to,
Lankan.
you'll have to lose the hair, bro. Yeah, it's not going to work.
Anyone.
But they've, having said that, Spain has been not very racist or anything like that. People are very friendly. Language is an issue here and there, but people are friendly. I got to say that they help you as much as they can. You don't get a bad vibe from people on the road and all that. Like you get somewhere, I won't name places. There are places where your skin color and that kind of thing, you suddenly realize you're Indian. It's horrible. Being a rich Indian in urban India, you rarely realize that, but once you step out, so that's a good thing. Abbas,
Yes.
you are safe here. Let me tell you. It's all
Sure.
good. Yeah. They welcome us here. You can eat what you want, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. Yeah.
Totally.
Now tell us about what's happening at home. Has the Maharashtra government fallen, or what's the final?
Oh, the latest is that they haven't paid bills in Surat. That's why they went to Guwahati.
Oh. Hey,
There's
this is
a
a
lot of
huge
alcohol.
point.
Yeah, alcohol bills are pending, food bills are pending, and I'm like, that's
Wait,
so
alcohol
bad.
bill? You said alcohol bill
Yeah,
is
yeah,
pending?
of course.
What? That's all.
Dude, what
Navin,
would
stop
what
pretending
would some
like
30 plus
Alcohol,
MLAs do in
that's
a
what
hotel, dude?
alcohol bills in a dry state.
In a dry state, of course.
That's
You know,
good. Yes.
if it finds a way, and then they're like,
But
either
here's the
khatam kar
question.
diya, let's go to Assam.
Naveen, who picks up the bill? Who's supposed? I'm confused.
That's
Who's
what's
supposed to
trending.
pick up the bill?
Hotels are chasing. They're like,
The government does all this.
BJP
Like,
Which government?
taxpayer
Exactly,
money.
that's the
Taxpayer money
beautiful
pays for all
part.
this.
The thing is, who do they bill? Because
That's what I'm asking you.
There's no
Who do they
floor test.
bill?
That's what says there's no floor test yet. So
I
we'll
think,
get to know on 11th who the invoice is to be sent to.
Aam
you
Aadmi
know.
Party should get the bill, I think.
That's a very good point. So whoever pays
I
on
think
time,
Shivsena will.
they will get the
Yeah.
MPs.
No,
Acha,
it's the,
super. Yeah.
no, it's the other way around. Whoever has the majority will have to foot the bill. And that's the major breaking point now between the two sides. Like who is going
What
to
are the
foot the
demands
bill?
are? Look, they've gone from Surat to Guwahati. From Guwahati, they say, let's go to Singapore next or something. I mean, what if they basically want to tour a lot.
I wish they go to Singapore because they'd finally realize what good governance is. So
Also, they may
Yeah,
not
plus
come back.
they can't say Hindutva there.
Yeah,
So
they
it's
did not come back
They
from
can't
Singapore.
even see Kashmir files there.
Yeah.
I mean, in Singapore, they can arrest them for bad grooming, which means, Sriram, you and me too. Huh?
Yeah.
Gotta be careful.
Eknath Shinde has a tough time
But-
ahead, yeah.
Yeah,
rather,
but it's also
better
looking more and more.
Island than Guwahati, no? To be cooped up.
rather
Yeah,
what?
sure.
Ooh,
Sentosa
Sentosa,
Island.
great theme park Sentosa Island has.
Guys, breaking
Sentosa
news.
is okay
Breaking
for
news.
like
Yeah, Cyrus, in
One
this
day.
same episode, Silverie has told us he's been to France and Singapore.
And he ran behind a bus.
And he
also.
ran behind a bus and got his
Yeah.
wallet stolen.
yeah, his socio-economics are all
But-
over the place.
Want to talk to his travel
Yeah.
agent? Why plan Singapore and France together? Not exactly neighboring countries.
I didn't. We didn't plan them together.
When he got mugged,
Very
he
nice.
just went to Singapore
Yeah.
quietly. He's like, I don't have money
Yeah.
for France.
Yeah, I'll
Oh
go
my
mug
God.
some
I got
friends.
mugged in Bombay though.
On his way to the airport. Okay,
Bus.
I've got breaking news.
Yeah.
I broke the specs.
This
Oh,
one also.
again, congrats.
Yeah.
Wow.
How you broke
So
it?
Can you see?
makeshift. Okay.
I don't know.
Broken
I
the
can't
phone.
see.
Not really.
We can't see the
One
specs.
leg, one
Oh,
leg
yeah,
is
the
smaller. Can you see or not?
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Have you
Yeah.
taped this up as well?
Beautiful.
See, the one leg is smaller. This
This
is
is nice,
one
yeah.
leg.
How did
this
you
is-
break it? Did you
Uh,
sit on it or something? How did you break it? Did you sit on it?
Where
Yeah, I sat on it. That's part of my
Antariksh
pleasure
thinks-
principles. Every day I
Antariksh
sit on my
thinks that
specs.
Cyrus
I believe
I
in
don't know,
specs,
like-
not sex.
I mean,
Okay.
you have to break it somehow.
Listen.
How do they break?
Can you explain it to the audio people?
Yeah, so
others.
basically,
Let's call them
one of
the
the legs of
minority.
Cyrus's spectacles is shorter
You
than
said
the
to
other.
explain to the audio people also he's doing a visual thing.
Wow.
By taking
Yeah,
a piece of
I'm just saying. Yeah, correct.
Oh God! Oh, what a really.
Guys, I'm on team.
No, he's like, hey, audio people, I'm also blind. Not sponsored.
We
Yeah,
apologize.
but I did
We
describe
apologize.
it also. I
I'm on
described it
team,
and did a
I'm on
visual.
team Antariksh on this one because Cyrus was like, Antariksh, can you explain to the audio people what sort of weird interlocutor Doordarshan situation are you in, Cyrus? That hey, when you need to explain to audio people, Antariksh will take over. now.
Yeah, Antariksh goes to radio medicine.
Yeah.
Look, I'm
It's
on radio.
because on their Monday morning meeting, Silverie gets fired for doing too much visual stuff. He used to show video after video to kill time and not, so the show ends. Suddenly we crack on and somebody
Hey,
told me some
I
audio
was
show
told.
video.
Nobody fires me, but I was told this was like we'd come to an agreement. We will try more video stuff. We will see how that works and all. But then that actually breaks the momentum. So we thought
That was the
we
only
did
fan.
But there was, Sriraam, one of our
Yeah.
best shows was where we were hardly featured. There were like 9
Yeah.
videos back to back, a few references here and there. Boom,
The
AMAs,
video for
and that's
this,
it.
Yep.
the green screen video for this one was also hilarious. Anybody listening on audio, please go to YouTube and
Let's go to
watch it.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Help with the
Thanks for
montage.
telling them 45 minutes later. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Should we do one more topic before we get into
Cyrus,
it?
sorry, just to end the thing, I think the
Oh, bye
Maharashtra
then.
government. The Maharashtra government
क्या कमाला कर रहे हो आप?
will the floor test will happen exactly on the day you land here. So you are
Yeah.
welcomed here with another Naka
When you come
Bandi.
back, there'll be
Right.
section 144 ABC.
Yeah.
So do I go to
Biden also you're handling, the
One
Maharashtra
second.
government also.
Do I go to the
handling.
Vidhan Sabha, Guwahati or Surat? Where do I go? And what's my
Go to Nepal. Right now, they are happy.
Hey, Nepal is great, bro. I would
But
love
Nepal-
to.
Exactly.
They
You
they
come
just
to
banned
Martha Street,
pani puri.
Cyrus.
banned
Kathmandu just
pani
banned
puri
pani
though.
puri.
Yeah.
Yeah, because of some
Nepal
bacteria
just
that is
banned
found in the
Save
pani puri
water,
water
save
there.
water.
Yeah,
Just have the puri, don't have the pani. That's a good point.
that
Yeah.
could be. Yeah,
Yeah,
basically they
that's-
found some
They have Himalayan water.
cholera causing bacteria.
I like the way instead of going with the humor, we're all thinking of it as a scientific fact now. Let's just work with it.
Yeah.
Go for it, yeah.
Yeah, correct.
I mean,
So, one more story though is that Ben Affleck's son, his name is
Yeah,
Sam,
yeah.
okay?
So that
Ben Affleck's
Son
son crashed a rented Lamborghini that
Three
Ben Affleck
crore
and J-Lo.
worth.
Yeah, 3 crore worth. They banged it into a BMW. So a Lamborghini, the
2
son
crore
banged into a
worth.
BMW.
That's a Punjabi song somewhere,
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how old is
Lamborghini.
Ben
10-year-old.
Affleck's
The
Okay,
10-year-old
Sriraam,
son. Samuel.
Sriraam, we don't have the
driving?
visual, but
Must
what
have
we
been
can
like
do is Abbas will
reversing
bang
here and
into
there,
Silverie and recreate it. Is that okay?
Yeah, correct.
That
Yes.
sounds very wrong.
I'm the Lamborghini. I'm just saying.
You're the 3-year-old son.
Wait, I don't get why was Ben Affleck's 10-year-old son driving a
he
Lamborghini?
put it in gear
So,
by
just
mistake.
yeah.
Oh, by mistake. Acha.
So-
No,
But
no.
dude, we've
These
all
celebrities are
done this.
notoriously
We've all done
cheap.
that.
They won't hire
Yeah,
drivers.
yeah.
Just get the minor to drive. Typical.
See, if this was India and his father was a very influential industrialist,
Yeah.
Okay,
he's a
stop
rich
it.
person.
He'd
Stop
get
it.
his hands on Reliance Jio next.
Yeah, correct. Exactly.
I don't like
One more topic
Okay.
covered. Boom.
Topic done. Next.
I saw
Next.
something similar. I saw something similar as well happen on my way here. It was a Skoda that banged into a sand.
Lord,
Wait, this is going to be funny. It's a
I
long
take it
setup.
back.
Was
It's worth
Skoda
it
that
for the
banged into
listener.
a
Lord.
Into a,
Laura?
Don't make me repeat it.
no, once more, Abbas. Skoda that banged into a what? Can we do it again?
What did
Your joke goes
Antariksh
Cyrus
left.
away.
Very bad.
Antariksh
banged
left.
out. I was like,
Antariksh left at that,
I'm
and I don't
gone.
blame him.
He's gonna super
Do you
speed over
blame
here.
Antariksh for leaving?
Yeah.
Sorry,
No,
what
one
did the
second.
Skoda bang
I just
into?
realized Antariksh,
Yes.
the man known as Silverie, is not in the studio.
Not at all.
No,
No,
he
he's
has
not.
103 fever.
Yeah, he's coming to you. Cyrus.
Yeah, not a studio size.
What? You can't just make up numbers.
I woke up today with fever.
Just put out a number.
Antariksh,
Today I'll be
there's a-
103.
Man,
There's a lag in your
why
audio.
do
We
we
can
even
hear
bother
your
with this, Cyrus?
lips moving.
The lag happens because I'm criticizing Silverie not being in the studio, which means something is afoot. There's something fishy going on. I like Sriraam's stories though because they don't have any videos. They're always safe for the audio people. People of audio. Audio people could be another word for India. The audio people. We have to listen to everyone. That's the whole story of India. We are the audio people. Bolo.
No,
So
what
Silverie,
happened?
why are you bunking? I'm in Spain. What's your
I'm not
excuse?
working.
He's
So
in
I am
pain.
working from home, but I have 103 fever basically. I woke up again with
Really?
fever, man. I can't help it. Yeah,
But you
103.
look great.
It's crazy.
okay, Antariksh.
Absolutely
Thanks, Cyrus.
fantastic.
Thanks, Cyrus.
That's the thing, right?
Antariksh,
He
I
looks
I
busted
look good
every day, so you
regardless of what
can't
I
tell
do.
when it's sick.
Antariksh,
Yeah.
there's a
Wait,
Fitbit
what's
on your
Navin saying?
wrist.
I can't hear, bro. What, Navin?
What?
I said he looks busted every day, so once he's sick, you can't tell a difference. That's the same thing with me
Yeah.
looking high all the time. It's just like
But
I'm
really,
just telling you.
guys, does he look sick? He doesn't look sick at all.
That's what I was going to say.
How does
So
one look
I've-
sick, Cyrus?
I
I don't know, 103 will bring you down a little bit, your weakness.
I
He's
was,
jumping
man.
92
so
a
the
dozen.
fever. So I took medicine like an hour back, and I sweated through it. And
This generic
just in time
medicine
for this.
also is a little dubious, no? What do you mean by I took dawaii?
What medicine?
It's like, stomach ache kind of excuse for not coming in, I don't
Cyrus,
know.
you cannot be late for work if you don't leave for work in the first place. So,
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
correct.
true.
I was on time today. Yes.
And Silverie thought you were on his side.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah.
Is that sick enough, Cyrus? You cough.
Superbly put. Superbly.
Yeah,
Give us one more.
one. Just
One
clearing
more.
my
So
throat.
there's empathy in the room. Nice.
Nice.
I thought little
That was
sexual
a
that
Punjabi
last one.
cough.
But what the
There
hell?
was a
Yeah.
hum aapke hai kaun cough.
Like it was.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. It was like Huzur, main bimar hu. One of those. But Sriraam,
AIM is, guys.
Dr. Sriraam, final word, Dr. Sriraam. What do you think?
Antariksh,
What did the Skoda bang into?
Yeah, what the hell?
it was actually a Gand, not a
Standards
Such
of
high
show.
quality stuff.
I
you
thought I
made.
brought it down, and then Sriraam comes along.
There's no need for me to come back on the show. The show is sinking on its own. You don't need me to help you go into the deep blue sea.
But
Right.
Antariksh, when tomorrow your
Yes.
face comes in the obituaries, boy, are these guys going to regret it.
I know, right?
And Amit will
I
still
wish.
ask me was he on time.
Yes.
The comment section will be like, I never said this, but I actually preferred Silverie over Abbas.
And that will be from Sarah. And that will really hurt.
Yeah,
Hey,
that really
but-
hurts.
Hey, this is so great. Like it's the Mount Rushmore of IVM producers in here today.
That's
It is.
fuck
It
the
is.
other
Cyrus-
ones who are not here.
Shall I
Cyrus,
explain the
something
joke
fun
to
happened
Silverie?
yesterday.
Okay,
Yes,
sorry.
please.
Something
Cyrus,
fun happened
describe-
yesterday.
No,
with
no, I've
Sara
been to
Lama.
America.
Cyrus, for our audio viewers, can you please describe
Audio
Mount
viewers.
Rushmore?
Bunch of white guys carved into stone, bro. It's not a good look for today.
You know what's the weirdest thing? As a kid, I used to think that Mount Rushmore just existed like that.
Like
Yeah.
that, yeah. The
You know,
natural
like,
form.
Every
Yeah,
time a new
yeah.
person comes, the
No, yeah, that's
You
not like
thought-
the mountain.
appears.
The mountain actually like
it's connected to the
that's
White
how it,
House.
that's how it
That's how
reveals
nature
the next.
came
One sec,
up.
one sec.
reveals the
You
next
thought
person.
there was Pali Hill and top hill, and then there was the Mount Rushmore. There was like in a
Yeah.
row. Something. I get it. I get it.
Like,
I also
same
have
the
the
like-
same
mountain
thought.
was naturally carved like the face
Yeah.
of the
Yeah,
president.
I believe the Statue of Liberty was a lady who was put in wax and carved. I really believe.
Naveen,
that.
be careful. This is a guy who told us his Skoda banged into a GAN. So I'm just warning you. Just be careful. Don't set him up again.
It's a great new Tata product.
It's a Bengali
move on.
song.
Yeah.
Silverie, should we do AMAs? Bro, I'm going
Let's
to
Yes,
do
get
one
please,
my
topic.
Cyrus.
last day here.
Let's do one topic.
Yes, yes.
Hey, Naveen, what do you think?
Sriraam
about-
being all like,
Hey, Naveen,
your
what-
topic, guys.
Listen, no, because I want to talk about the Oslo gun attack.
Oh yeah, the Norway.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who
Gunman shot up.
went into a pub,
The
huh?
Oslo.
why do you
pub.
want to talk
Yeah,
about
pub.
it though?
I mean, it's kind of recall of the Pulse
Yeah,
attack.
Hey, don't talk about any pain in Europe. I'm too close. Let's go back to the AMAs.
This is
Yeah.
Norway, Russia's colony, Cyrus. So,
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
Scandalvania.
yeah.
Soon to be.
But,
Scandalvania.
But Naveen,
Uh,
as because you belong to the community, what I want to ask you, because the attack happened in like a pub, right? Is it okay to go out drinking for us? No, sorry,
Straight
no.
people are fine.
Okay,
If I have to
I'll tell
gauge
you.
it.
I'll tell you what the issue was. That how when the gunman was of Iranian descent, right? And he moved to Norway when he was 12, and he's 41 now, I think. So they were quick to label it a terror attack. Now there's a thin line between a hate crime when a white guy does it and everything else is a terror attack.
What does a hate crime cause? Terror, right?
Yeah, but that's the thing.
Generally, yeah.
There's always a sort of disassociation when it's a ethnic minority.
Okay, so
It's
you're
gonna
trying
be
to
called
split
a terror.
hairs on the
nothing
fact
new.
of whether it's a religious issue
No,
or whether
Shriram,
it's a
Shriram
cultural
is
issue.
very right.
Yeah.
They do this all the time. Shriram is right, absolutely right. Yeah.
Yeah, none of the school shooters is
Yeah,
ever
they are not
labeled a
terrorists.
terrorist. Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
another. Wasn't there like a this one? There was a airplane. There's a pilot who crashed into a mountain, right?
Bro, he killed people. Why are you finding empathy with the shooter? Just
It's
let
not
it go
that.
now.
I think it's not the specifically the shooter. It's just the fact that how things are reported and how these things start to change perceptions. So
I
there was
get your
also a
point, but
lot
I
of
think it would be insensitive of us to raise it right now. We'll wait 3 or 4 days and then
So
ask the
you're
question
saying,
about whether the
I
labels
mean,
are right.
I agree with Naveen. A hate crime is also a terrorist
exactly. It
act,
should
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
You're
yeah,
saying it should be called terror regardless of the
it
ethnicity
is,
of the
yeah,
person.
exactly, because there's always
Yeah.
because he is of Iranian descent. There's an association that anything that comes out of the Middle East with a hate crime tag should
Yeah.
be just labeled terror.
So
But
right?
right now, that's
but
what's
Shriram
happening
is
in India
exactly
also,
right.
right? Like with the whole Udaipur incident that's happened
Yeah.
with the beheading of the guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, now the news will just go with like, oh, 2 Muslim men killed a Hindu guy,
Yeah.
without
Yeah.
without the context of like what the background is and what fucking Rupo Sharma will say and will trickle down to these common people, and blood will be spilled like that, right?
Yeah.
Like same with like the Iranian guy's mental psyche, philosophy, all of that comes into picture right now. Same with the Pulse attack. The guy who killed him was of a different descent,
Yeah.
and that's when the same repeat of this happened. But irrespective of whether you blow up with a vest or you go out with the intention of shooting people, you're causing terror, you're causing harm, right? You're exactly what happens is after the fucking thing when people have died, everybody's lost their lives. When then now right wing are playing this whole,
Yeah.
what do we call them, guys? What do we call them? It's a
Like
terror
that
attack.
Ram Bhakt guy who went and fired a gun at the Shaheen Bagh protest.
Yeah.
He's also a terrorist.
Yeah, and he's free now.
No,
Unlike
what
but
about our
that's
show?
what like. But
Is our show labeled
like
a
how-
hate crime?
Is our show
it's a
what?
terror attack. Our show is a terror attack, Cyrus.
Okay. Just to be clear.
Very
I'm
bounce.
sensitive. Yeah.
good. Take him down
I
once.
don't want to be
again.
associated with terrorists.
Let's quickly go
I
to
don't want to
the
be
AMAs.
associated
Two
with
users
terrorists.
are in the stream with audio only. They just informed us.
I just, on a personal
Yeah.
level, if you ask me, if I can go to a nightclub, have a great night, and then die and not have to go back home drunk, I'll be happy.
And not have a hangover.
And not have a hangover, I'll be very happy. I'll be, fuck this, I'm done.
Oddly,
I'm
the
not have to
power
give your
of-
Uber a rating when you're drunk, which I believe is not easy.
Exactly, it's so difficult.
Okay, guys, quick AMAs. I really have
AMAs,
to
yes.
run.
AMAs. The first one comes from Avranil Paul, who says, "Hi IVM family and happy holidays, Dr. Brocha." He says, "At Naveen, of all the movies and TV shows about queer relationships, which one do you think has portrayed it the best, both socially and emotionally?" What do you think, Naveen?
Pose on Fox FX. Pose is really good. Please watch it. So many people I still speak to, they haven't seen it. It's about the 80s Harlem ball culture where Hispanic and black kids used to have their own little soiree because they were not accepted by white gays. There's also Looking on HBO. Which is really great about how queer men maneuver relationships. And last one, Fire Island, just recently came out. It's a movie with Joel Kim Booster and Bowen Yang, all gay actors. Really good.
What's the third one?
Fire Island. Like it's a
Fire Island. Okay.
actual island where gays conglomerate every summer to basically have parties and all the blowouts happen.
What
And
about
that's
This is not Fire Festival, something, no?
no, it's Fire Island, and this is the life.
Here
I
you
lived
do
in.
That
get
was for
what
an
you
island.
expect.
Yeah, this is the life I lived in Australia, so it's very precious.
Cyrus
to
is
me.
saying
Like,
something.
be very openly queer. Yeah.
I'm
Yes,
representing the Congress, but as just like them, I just keep falling out of the frame. I just want to quickly say there's a show from my time, my Sriraam and I, when we were young and used to play with each other's things.
Called
Starsky
Hello
and Hutch.
Friends.
Starsky
Hello
and
Friends is
Hutch.
also a great.
Yeah,
Friends stands off.
Starsky and Hutch, and more recently RRR, guys. RRR is getting like this weird cult fame on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's a queer movie, and I approve
Hey, but
of it. It's a
Naveen-
great movie. I watched it,
It's not that.
but
Great
the-
movie. Oh
no,
God, it's
no,
so
it's
good.
Naveen,
It's just the
Naveen.
thing is,
It's a
I know-
homoeroticism.
as
marriage.
much as I'd like more queer representation in mainstream India, the amount of man love that they show in RR, just the average South Indian. So
Yeah, but it's good.
So
It's
you mean to
healthy.
say the average South Indian is
we
partly
have
gay?
always, in fact, like I would say
Okay.
that
The lungi is a gateway
mostly
to homosexuality. Is what I would say.
Okay, stop it there. Stop it there. You have to go be
That should
crossing
be
the
on a
line of
t-shirt.
decency
South
and
Indian
people get
also. Sorry,
scared.
that's not done.
Just
I mean, just
guys,
be sure wherever your barber
Yes.
shop is, Naveen, I'll come to behead you today. Okay.
always showing up
Right
with a
now.
nuclear arsenal barber shop, I tell you. Okay, listen, guys, I really have to go. I'm getting fired
Okay,
here on this.
Okay.
No
I'll
worries,
see you on
Cyrus.
Friday.
Yeah, yeah.
Tomorrow I'm traveling, so I
Yes.
won't be there. I'll be in the plane. Okay.
All
Sure,
right.
sure.
I mean,
Sure.
Cyrus,
All
don't
right.
use that
So
old
be
like
sure
I'm
to tune
traveling
in.
and being in a plane excuse. Okay, to not
What,
come
what?
to the podcast. Don't
What,
use that
what,
old.
what?
I'm gonna be.
But you're back in Bombay, no?
I'm back in Bombay. Friday, I'll be there. From home, I'll do it.
Thank God.
Okay.
But Sriraam, why were you here twice in a row? I still don't get it. What the hell happened? The
I
gig got cancelled.
Ayushi, you never complained for Sriraam. You're complaining.
Visually, little more entertaining. But Sriraam is
I
What is
tried
it?
to compete. I shaved today, but I guess
really. But there's no
nothing.
point shaving the lower body in this kind of podcast. Really. Okay, guys, from Spain is bye
Alright.
bye.
Bye-bye.
See you
Bye,
soon.
Cyrus. Have a nice day.
End the podcast. People want you to stop. Bye.
Yes,
You have an
yes,
alarm at for
correct.
11 a.m. Sriram. You just-
Not 11. I
this
have an
alarm
alarm.
just went
This
I
off.
have
when
an
you're
alarm
supposed to
for
wake up
every. No, I have an
every
alarm.
hour.
No, at 11, technically I'm supposed to clock in.
That's what the time should be. Yeah. Okay,
All
next
right.
aim.
Next
take
question
two more
comes in
questions,
from Abraham Uman. Has asked, "Happy International Mud Day, guys." He says, "Who comes up with these days? If you wanted to come up with some unique day, what would it be and why?"
For the audio listeners, Antariksh's video is glitching big time. Antariksh,
Yeah.
did you pre-record this?
Happy International Mud
I
Day.
did. It's all pre-recorded,
You
and
wanna
I have
come up with a unique
I've
day.
predicted all of your responses.
Is this the day
Go.
when
But,
like
yeah.
you also did the famous Matthew McConaughey movie
Mud.
Mud? Yeah.
No,
Movies.
Naveen, it's a day where you celebrate the famous neighborhood of Bombay, Mud.
Mud.
Right?
Who
Yeah.
comes up with
Come
these
to my
days?
land.
Who comes up with these Hallmark, Archies, all
Yeah,
those
all
guys,
these
yeah.
the car companies.
But Antariksh, you said you predicted what our days will be.
No, I said I predicted your responses. That's why
Ah,
this is
so-
all pre-recorded.
That way.
Yeah.
But I like how
He is the
Abraham's display picture is him in the that what's the thing? That
Hollywood
star.
star.
Hollywood
Hall of
star.
Fame.
Yeah.
Yeah, with his
What
name.
Abraham?
Beautiful.
Abraham Lincoln has a star.
No, it's Oomen. Abraham Oomen.
Oomen
He's the
himself.
most,
Chandy.
he's the most famous Malayali actor in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Woman
yeah.
Chandy was
Yes.
a chief minister also, no?
Guys,
I like my
Uh,
women like I like my men.
I think they came up with International Mud Day after they saw the Rekha and the Akshay Kumar dance.
Oh
What?
yeah,
From
Bharo
Khiladi.
Mang Meri Bharo.
Mang Meri Bharo.
What?
Mud wrestling they do, na? Forgot?
haven't
Sriram,
Have you-
iconic
have you
moments.
seen Doom with Tata Young and John Abraham? They do the same thing in that also.
Oh,
Where they're in mud. I see too much mud dance for some reason.
That's
Mine
why
will
it's
be
people like you who
make
end up celebrating Mud Day.
I like
alright?
earthiness. Like, when I was a kid, my mom tells me I would go in the piles of sand,
Hmm.
which they keep outside buildings, and you have like clay balls, right, within those sands. And you can hit them on the wall and see which one sticks and doesn't fall down. So that was my favorite thing. So they would take me anywhere to my relatives or whatever. I would go like into my banyan and chaldi and find a pile of sand and play in that. Now I hate it, of course, but as a child, I was obsessed with mud.
I hate sand. It gets it's coarse and rough and gets everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Mine would be International Stay at Home Day, where you just chill at home, don't do anything.
That's the day that you
I
want
do, I do that all the time. I celebrate all
Well,
the
I've
time.
taken it now.
Yes.
What
Okay.
would be
Alright.
yours, Sriram?
There's a question for me. I'm performing for Cognizant today. Just to answer your question, Vishal, I am doing that gig today. Yeah, I actually came to IVM to collect the webcam for the show only, and happened to be in the podcast. Win for all. of
Cyrus
us.
says it's just incidental.
There
Yeah,
should
but
be an
Cognizant, that is so nice.
Yeah.
Ask their HR to respond to my emails.
Are you gay in Pride Month? Shut the fuck up, dude.
No, for
Fucking
like,
trying to come for my gig.
I'm something which unites us even more. Desperate for a job. I'm just kidding. No,
Yeah.
Cognizant, ignore that email.
When you don't clock in at 11 a.m., they're gonna fire you anyway.
Yeah, they're cognizant of your efforts.
I actually enjoy the place that I work in.
Okay.
in
yeah.
Gurgaon.
they're not watching this, Sriram. You can be honest.
That's why I'm being honest. They aren't watching it. There's no like ulterior motive for me.
Alright.
Anyways,
Uh,
go
next-
on.
Next, Grim Fandango has asked, any ghost stories that the panelists or the anchors would like to share on this podcast?
अरे ये होजे वाला stream बना रहा है इसको.
I
एक ही
have
तो
shared
question
some
है.
ghost stories in the upcoming season of Vartalab, so wait for that.
There
My
you
stories
go.
are
Yeah,
there.
so
Like
I
a true
guess-
I've
podcaster,
already
he
done
has
so,
plugged
yeah.
his show.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
really scared of listening to Naveen's ghost story in Vartalab.
Oh
so
shit!
that's
Recently we were in. Okay, I have a new story. I'm
Hmm.
sorry,
Oh,
but
wow.
I was in Assam like literally 2 weeks ago, and we were in a Tribo. Okay, Tribo, one of those very bad organized. Like like if you ask for water, they forget that you had asked for water. Even though it's only 2 floors. Okay, it's like second floor and third floor of a
Hmm.
building. Okay, and when we went there, the people around us, the friends who knew us, were like, "This hotel is haunted," and we're like, "Okay, just saying
Oh,
it or
cool.
whatever." And
Wait, does that reduce the prices of the hotel or does that increase the prices of the hotel?
it makes it expensive because you're sharing a room also with somebody. So technically, you have
That should
to
make it
shine.
cheaper, no?
Uh,
The
No,
sharing
dude,
should make it
because
cheaper.
it's the experience. You go to
Experience,
Disneyland
yeah.
and go to Ghost House for free or what? You'll have to like, have to.
Okay,
Anyways,
fair.
so I was like, whatever, like we're doing our own thing because we're not like when we're going for recce work for shoots, especially you're not in the hotel. You're just parking your bags and you're literally doing the shoot recce's and you're coming back at night. Okay, so on 16th morning, I was supposed to leave back for Bombay, and 3 a.m. I've kept an alarm because I have to catch a 5 a.m. flight or
Hmm.
whatever. So everything is fine. I take a bath and everything, and they have these sliding doors for the thing. Like usually they have one sliding door. Here it's a double sliding door that comes together like this, okay?
Hmm.
And I have to open
Hmm.
it like this. And every time I would do that, the sliding door would close by itself, dude. Like the weirdest, creepiest, and it's not supposed to. Like it's at some time it would stay open,
Yeah.
but the last night I left, both doors just like banged together, dude. Like out of somebody doing it with force, and I was like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I'm like, "Sir, please, like that." So it was crazy. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't feel like that was a haunting,
Yeah.
but
Something
but at
creepy.
3
No,
a.m.
it's a
something
bad
moves.
hotel. Yeah, but
If something moves at 3 a.m., your guard is fathoed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
True.
That's the reality.
Hmm.
What next?
And with that,
So the thing is, I have like one very eerie story that I've already shared earlier on the show, I think twice. So I don't want to say it again.
but
But
no,
yeah,
nobody
so-
here has
but,
heard it.
but that could be the recurring story that we have, over the
Okay,
course of our
so
episodes.
okay, I'll say it.
Have
then.
you heard it,
I'll,
Rishi?
I'll do a quick one.
Rishi also wants
Rishi's
to
I
heard
haven't heard.
everything.
Antariksh, I haven't heard it yet.
Rishi
Please.
hears things that we after we
Okay,
go
okay.
home, so he's mic'd us
So,
and he hears like when we jerk off and stuff.
Okay,
Huh.
so again, I'm sure I've said this before on the show, but do you guys know what the term creepy pasta means?
Yeah.
Yep. So basically, they are. It's a nonsense word, but it describes a horror story that has been propagated through the internet. Like that is spread.
Reddit,
through the
Reddit is the
internet.
one that made it famous, and people have an entire chain where they post their stories on Reddit,
Exactly.
where creepypasta has a
Exactly.
subreddit.
So some
Yeah.
very famous creepypastas exist. Like Slender Man is one of the most famous ones. There's
Yeah.
something called The Rake, something called Jeff the Killer, Smile Dog. All these, like you would have heard these stories, but you wouldn't know these are creepypastas. Okay. And so one day, me and my friend Sridhar was sitting in my car, and we were talking about, just happened to talk about creepypastas, this horror stuff and whatever. And we talk about Slender Man, we talk about all these other things that I mentioned. And then we move on to other topics. Okay, like for another
Can
good
I ask
30,
a
40 minutes.
question?
Yes,
Were you
please.
under the influence of something while you were hanging out with Sridhar?
Friendship.
I'm always under the influence of
Got it.
friendship and love.
Friendship.
Okay,
Uh,
continue.
So basically, yeah, we talked about creepypastas for about 10 minutes or something. Like it was a small part of the conversation. Then we moved on to other things, like a good 35, 40, maybe even an hour. We talked about other things. Yeah, actual pasta, food and all. Okay. And then suddenly, after like an hour, okay, of us just sitting there and chilling or whatever, my phone suddenly goes, sorry, could not find results for Slender Man. Okay. So the entire time, all my phone, somehow, I had not even said okay, Google or whatever. Somehow the only thing it heard was the term Slender Man from the entire conversation we had. We talked about a million other things, dude. But just that. So like extremely eerie. For sure. And we freaked out. Like, dude, what are the odds of this happening? This is,
Slenderman ka SEO must.
Yeah.
yeah,
If you
I
if you have a group of friends, just drive around
Yes.
creepy streets of Goa, and there's a podcast called Kya Wo Sach The. Sach Hai? Kya Wo Sach Tha.
Huh?
There's a podcast. It's a horror
Okay.
podcast. Google it, and it's the production is really good. Like I have produced a horror podcast for IVM back in the day.
Yeah.
Zara Cough Se Suno, but I would be behooved if I said that was better, because that Kya Wo Sach Hai is much better. This
Okay,
it's
wow.
very fucking creepy. That their opening track only is the creepiest thing you'll ever hear.
Okay.
What
This one.
is happening here?
What
Rishi,
the
stop
Sorry, I think
bringing
that's-
us out.
I think that might be. No, I think that's construction going on outside my window. I can't help it. No, but
Sorry
also
to
talking about the podcast quickly. Naveen, talking about the
Yeah,
podcast
yeah.
that Kya Wo Sach Hai. There used to be a radio show called Ek Kahani Aisi Bhi. And that was really good. I would listen to it at like 1 at night while driving down RA and freak
Yeah.
the fuck out.
That's
But it used to be really good.
Yeah.
Uh,
RA is Miss Famous for that same like white
Yes.
lady with the reverse
Yeah,
legs.
who asked
exactly
for
that.
that?
What an idiot, dude.
Am I allowed to say? Am I allowed to say the threshold of all of us getting scared is really low? Where that door
Fine,
shutting.
brave guy.
I mean, you moved to Gurgaon and came back, so
That's
you
right.
tell me. bitch.
I've seen horror, man.
Horror man is just another guy walking
Actual
towards
murders.
Gurgaon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just I don't know.
I'm mostly numb to most shit because when I was in sixth grade, I don't know if I've told this on the podcast. I saw my building watchman beheaded on the street. I'm going to school in the morning, and he was like freshly murdered. Like it's just like
Wow,
just a matter of fact kind of way.
like a robbery.
No,
situation,
it was. So he had his wife who lived with him in our building only, and the watchman is given the quarters behind. Right, people knew who killed them also, like the local dudes, two
Yeah,
sons who are
yeah.
both like ugly and fat. They are the ones who like would try and hit on her, mac on her, and then when he defended, tried to like be like, what the fuck? And then because he's from that community in Nepal where they're like, if you come for my wife, he took out this
Knife.
knife or some very sharp object essentially. These guys were like, next morning we'll come and fucking kill you. So he was probably going out to get milk or something, just like murdered. And I'm just going to school. It's a matter of fact kind of thing when we grew up in Bhayandar. Like there were gang wars, there were like all these murders, and it was like it's normal thing. You know, it's the fear of the unknown that really scares you. Really, it's like what you see is there. Like people falling off trains, getting cut into two. All of this I've seen in Bombay. But when you don't see that, is when it scares you. I feel more than anything else. Stop looking at me
Answer
like
that,
that.
Shriram. Now what do you think
Now what
about
do you
our
think?
threshold?
Yeah, bitch.
You know, once I actually killed 8 people, guys. Yeah, I'm scary, boo.
This is you confess it on Cyrus.
I don't know how to top that,
Yeah.
man. Like just. I mean,
No, we're not talking about killing of boredom. We're talking about actual killing.
that I kill every day. Like,
I think we should wrap up the show.
Yep.
I feel yeah.
Awesome.
On a depressing note.
On the note of boredom, we should wrap.
No.
On the note of
my head
Sriraam
was-
admitting to killing 8 people, let's call this show off.
Yeah.
All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you so much, guys. See you.